Well, it's a story about NASA's mission to land a man on the moon, focusing on Neil Armstrong from 1961 to 1969.
Based on the book by James Hansen, the movie First Man explores the sacrifices and the cost on Armstrong and on the nation of one of the most dangerous missions in history. Our Leo Smith gives us his thoughts on the film.
Space, the final frontier. There's so much out there and so little we've seen. The destination reached in July of 1969 marked the dawn of a new era. Science fiction suddenly became science fact, and one man made a mark for mankind with a footprint on the moon. But the race to get there was long and arduous, and to tell the story right, you need to begin 8 years prior. Everyone knows the man's name, but few know the man. With any luck, this film will change that. Apparently, Neil Armstrong was very elusive, functioning in a world of his own. But given the tragedy he'd endured, he could be forgiven for a resentful demeanor. Buzz Aldrin, however, had a frankness that nobody respected.
It'll go up like a half-kiloton A-bomb if it blows.
Domestic life comes easy for some, but when your occupation involves you putting your life on the line, the answers aren't so simple.
Do you think you're coming back?
First Man is the missing link between two other fine films, The Right Stuff and Apollo 13, and it's the most historically significant. But the focus is more on understanding our hero than the story that's being told. Regardless, the Lemoji was over the moon about it, despite there not being any 3D showings. If you plan to take the family, just know that there's some thematic content and language to be aware of. Nevertheless, it's a great moment in history that deserves to be retold from an intimate perspective. Take one small step toward First Man.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that Lee enjoyed the movie, and I agree. I love being able to see the story behind the people who are involved in making history in our country.
Yeah, and I'm always have been a person that loves space and went to space camp as a child, so definitely looking forward to seeing First Man. Thanks for that review, Lee.